movie Judd. Hey, thanks for coming. You look lovely. Can we, how does that go? How does that work? Maybe, there you go. I'll let you do. Ah,
Thank you.
excellent.
Well, I did the hardest part. I didn't fall down.
Very good, very good.
One is always so panicked, one will trip, you know.
It's happened, actually. The only person ever to trip was Mary Tyler Moore, who was a dancer. So I don't know why that happened. It's good to see you. How's your mom and your sister? Obviously.
Everyone is very well. And they all send their regards.
Oh, they're great. I love them.
We're looking forward to a big Christmas. I've done 4 things in a row, and I haven't been home a lot this year.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So starting tomorrow, it's family time.
Oh, that's great. Now, for anybody perhaps on another planet, the Judds, and you're the youngest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, I know there's obviously the family story. They're pretty poor, and then of course your mom and your older sister. How old were you when they started making it? When did it kind of...
They made their first record while I was in the summer of 9th grade. And they started to go on the road when I was in the 10th.
Okay, so, I mean, so you grew up pretty... They hadn't...
Oh,
made
yes.
it, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so there you go. So you must have had a few fire ants.
I don't know if they've spread the Tennessee yet. Gulf Coast, mostly.
Yeah.
The Redneck Riviera.
Redneck Riviera, that's right.
Welcome to the Discovery Channel. I like that, Redneck Riviera. Very good.
That's where we did Ruby in Paradise, and so I actually encountered some fire ants.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah, but you don't sing at all, do you?
Not particularly well.
No.
I think for Elijah, we like lullabies and things. And actually, last Christmas, I was all into this French Christmas carol, and I sang it to him all the time, and now he recognizes it, and it's really wonderful to see that expression on his face when he sort of, you know, perceives that it's me.
Now, see, you don't have any sort of an accent. I expected...
Well, what I'm playing right now, I can't. And it's hard, because when I meet people, I want to talk the way I normally talk. My identity is wrapped up in that.
Now talk the way you would normally talk. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, that was sort of something I would normally say, isn't it?
Oh, that's good. That's okay.
But I'm talking more like this for the job I'm doing.
Now, you're playing young Marilyn Monroe? Is that
Norma
what it is?
Jean.
Norma Jean, okay. I saw that little costume you had when you came...
Yes, I came dressed in the July, you know, the pinup calendar she did that's so famous from 1947. We were working today, and we did the July.
Actually, the really famous
thing.
one, she had no costume, but, you know...
Well, we did that yesterday. Actually, I almost brought you a Polaroid, but I didn't.
Oh, did you really? Oh. Did you do the whole... Did you have braces and the whole bit? Like?
Well, I had braces when I got to Hollywood because we grew up poor and we couldn't afford them.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't able to get them until I was in college. So I hit town with braces, and the agent who ultimately ended up representing me recommended I get them off before I start trying to
Because I do remember that. I do remember that. Now, I know you were a waitress here in town for a while.
Mm-hmm. A hostess, actually.
Oh, a hostess. Excuse me. Sorry, a hostess.
I don't know if I was physically competent enough to be trusted with all those plates.
Now, do you now see and work with people who are...
Absolutely, and so sometimes when I run into them on the streets, the first thing that pops to my mind is table 4. You know, having been familiar with what their seating preferences were at the restaurant.
But, I mean, do people recognize you?
A little bit. Actually, there was this one thing that happened. This poor young woman, when she was leaving the restaurant, I asked for their phone number because the restaurant likes to have phone numbers accompany reservations. She thought I was hitting on her boyfriend and really had a fit. And she called the restaurant back a couple of times and really harassed everybody. And then, now evidently, I don't know her, I don't even know who it is, but she sees me around town. It's gotten back to me that she's really embarrassed that she did that because she realizes that I was just sort of towing the restaurant policy line and whatever.
You should go back and get her boyfriend now.
But that one thing that happened with Tom Hanks was really embarrassing because my sister had been talking about she was just a huge fan of the movie Big, and like the very next day after she'd been speaking of him, he came in the restaurant. I was like, oh, hi, I'm Winona's sister. And he was like, good for you. You know, I was so embarrassed. And then I did a read-through for him of the movie he's written and will direct, and it was the first thing he remembered. I mean, in a way, it's so gracious that he would remember.
That's neat,
but on the other hand, it was really embarrassing for me, so I got to be embarrassed twice.
No, that's okay. But this new movie, now you star, and this is pretty big company, De Niro and Pacino in Heat. Because I know the last thing I saw you in was, and that was like under $1 million. This was a low-budget deal.
Right.
And this is like a huge, big trailer and all that.
Very different.
Yeah.
Better food.
Much
better
food, yeah.
Yes.
See, that's the actor thing. You go back to when you were hungry, and you go to the place, that doesn't care how much you get for the movie, whoever has the better food, that's the picture you do.
And I just did Time to Kill in Mississippi, and the food there was the best. They found 2 women through a local church who baked for the film every day. So that kind of even
that's
rose
Southern
above
food.
Heat.
That's what you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
De Niro, Pacino, it's meatballs every day. Yeah, it's going to be Italian food every day. brajol with the rolled beef, and then they'll, you know. Well, that's great. Well, that's terrific. Will you come back and see us again sometime?
Jay, I would love to.
I'm very impressed by you. You're a terrific woman. You're very bright and terrific actress. You have a terrific career ahead of you.
Merry Christmas.
Say hi to your folks. Say hi to your sister and mother. Be right back with Los Angeles Children's Chorus right after this.